Hey guys, this is all good 37, and this week has been pretty much an upset week. But if you guys haven't seen, these three teams went down. Let's watch.
Clemson riding a 21 home game win streak, welcoming in Pittsburgh on Saturday into Death Valley, picking up in the third quarter. Deshaun Watson drops an absolute dime to Deion Kane. 27 yards later, he's got the end zone. Clemson up 35-27. Next Pittsburgh possession, Nathan Petterman pitches the ball forward to Scott Orndorff, who gets into the end zone. Pittsburgh closing the gap, down one. Later in the quarter, Wayne Gallman from short yardage powers his way right on a tip pay dirt, and Clemson goes up by 8, 42-34 with the extra point. Fourth quarter now, Watson dropping back, rolling out, looking, but he's picked off by Salim Brightwell in the end zone, and Salim trying to make a little something happen here. Down the left sideline, Mike Williams running him down, though, makes the shoestring tackle. Panthers take on over. Got ourselves a game here. Ensuing drive off the interception. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh is where we pick things right back up. James Conner, big day on the ground for him, 132 yards of them. Here's 20 of them for the score on the right side. Panthers pull within 2, 42-40. Here's the two-point conversion. Petterman draws back, but he's hit while he throws, incomplete. So Panthers remain with that 2-point deficit. Ensuing Clemson drive. Clemson takes the handoff, but he's stopped on 4th and short. Little life for the Panthers now. Next drive, Panthers driving. Petterman finds Orndorff, 21-yard gain. You see that field goal line? They just crossed it, so they're looking to kick the field.
Head in the game. Trust your leg and your swing and let it rip.
Pat Quire, the long snapper. Ryan Winslow to hold it for Chris Blewett to try to knock off number 2 at Clemson. On the way and good. Blewett got it.
Wow.
With 6 seconds left, and it is stunned disbelief inside Death Valley.
You want to talk about the nerves of a kicker. Not only did he kick that field goal attempt into the back of somebody earlier, he missed an extra point in this game. And Pat Narduzzi puts his arm around him, gives him a kiss, and says, listen, I need you later. And he was there for him.
I talked to Narduzzi before the game and said, Coach, how comfortable are you? There's no wind today. He said, you know what? We've got a great kicker. I love my guy because he nailed one from 56 last year. And if we had to do it, put in a situation, I'd let him go a couple of yards even further than that. He had a lot of confidence in that guy, and you could see it on the last one.
In his post-game presser.
It's a ground ball of a kick to the up man. And they'll flip it around and try to get to the hands of Artavis Scott. When he gets in his hands, he's drilled, and that's your football game. And the Pitt Panthers pour onto the field. They have done the unthinkable. They have rocked Clemson's world and shaken up all of college football.
Number 3, Michigan, visiting Iowa City, taking on the Hawkeyes. First quarter, Iowa punting. Ron Coluzzi fields a high snap, tries to run it, and we're not entirely sure what just happened. That's why he's a punter, is the most I can come with it. It looks like the turf monster just reaches up and grabs him. However, by the way, Devin Bush was ejected for targeting on that hit. Jim Harbaugh obviously had to have a conversation with that one because it looked like just a weird timing thing. Anyway, second quarter, Michigan up 3-0. Ty Isaac, left side, takes a handoff in for the touchdown. Michigan takes a 10-0 lead. Next Michigan possession, ball at the Michigan 2, and this time, Davion Smith is tackled in the end zone for a safety. 10-2 Michigan now. Later in the quarter, Iowa going forward on 4th and goal, and C.J. Beathard finds Akram Wadley for the touchdown. 2-point conversion was no good, so Michigan was up 10-8 at the half. Fast forward to the fourth quarter now. Iowa ball trailing 13-11. Beathard looking, takes a shot, throws it deep, and is picked off. Channing Stribling makes the interception. Wolverines take over. On that ensuing possession, still 1:43 to go. Wilton Spate passing down the right side, dropped. So Michigan has to punt it back on the punt. Desmond King back to return for the Hawkeyes. He fields it, has a couple men in front of him, gets to that right side. And I don't know if you saw it, folks motioning forward. Flag was on the play, and a face mask ends up getting called. Little dicey, but the 15-yard penalty puts him on the Michigan 36. Iowa with the ball. Beathard finds Wadley for a gain of 10 there. Down to the 26 are the Hawkeyes. Later in the drive, under a minute to go, 3rd and 7. Beathard, quarterback keeper up the middle, picks up 8. Iowa calling the final timeout with 3 seconds left, looking to ice this bad boy out.
Right through, and the Hawkeyes have stunned the Wolverines. Michigan unbeaten no more. Respect between King and Peppers there, with the Wolverines challenged on the road for the first time. Don't pass the test. And the Hawkeyes, who've been questioned and criticized, very few of these folks mobbing the team believe this would happen tonight, Kirk. What a scene.
Not after last Saturday. This is a heck of a moment for Kirk Ferentz and for this Iowa football team.
Long, Jake Browning and UW hosting USC. Second quarter is where we start things off. Game tied at 3. Browning looking, firing downfield, and Adoree Jackson of USC comes up on the receiving end of that one for an interception. Ensuing USC possession, ball at the Washington 13. Sam Darnold, plenty of time in the pocket, and that's not something you want as a defense. Darius Rogers in the back of the end zone on the receiving end, and USC leads 10-3. Next USC possession, Ronald Jones fights his way into the pay dirt to take a 17-6 lead into halftime. Third quarter now, Browning is trying to get a little something going. He looks down the left side for a wide open John Ross for a 70-yard score. Huskies cutting into the lead, down to 4 at that point. Fourth quarter, USC trying to tack on a little assurance. Darnold looking again with plenty of time, and Daniel
right to left, first down and 10. 4-man rush, feeling the heat, gonna pick up and scramble, now throw downfield. Oh, and it's picked off! Adoree Jackson stepped in front of the receiver, intercepted. USC football, Jackson's second pick of the night, and that might send the folks home here in Seattle. USC's gonna take over at the 35 of Washington. 4:09 to go, and the Trojans up 11.